Hello Capricorns, I'm LaChan Debbie with Power Life Hypnosis, and this is your February 2019 Love and Romance reading. As always, a big thank you to all of those who thumbs up and like my readings. Thank you to all of those who comment and share. Thank you to all of my old subscribers as well as all of my new subscribers. I appreciate the support from you all so much. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so on my website, powerlifehypnosis.com. You can also book a reading with me now directly through the description box below. And if you would like to know about your future long-term romantic partner, who your partner is, when, where you'll meet your partner, what your partner will look like, how to recognize your partner, and more, go ahead and book a future partner reading with me now through the description box below, or again on my website, powerlifehypnosis.com. And if you have an iPhone or an iPad, you can also contact me at any time through the free Instant Go app. The links to my Instant Go to book a reading with me now, as well as my website, are all in the description box below, so you can check out those links. Cappies, this is a general reading, of course, so the messages may or may not resonate. If they do not, check your moon and rising sign videos, as those messages may. And if these messages do resonate, you can check your sun, moon, and rising sign videos for a more complete picture of your love life during the month of February. And you can also cross-watch the reading of your romantic interests as well. So Cappies, I hope that you all are having a lovely 2019 thus far, and I hope that your year continues to get better with each and every day. Let's go ahead and get into our reading. And I do feel as though, considering what I have in front of me, that yes, your year will be getting better with each and every day. So let's go ahead and get into this. I do have here, for this particular reading, 4 cards for the theme. I have here our 2 predictions, our guidance, as well as our fortune. And then we'll wrap up this reading with a postcard from Spirit. So, my lovely, lovely Cappies, let's go ahead and get into our reading here. Okay, so first off, when it comes to the theme, I have here a message of, and these 2 cards are going together, deception and releasing your ex. So I feel as though, Cappies, many of you have been in a situation where you have been with a romantic interest, a romantic partner who may have been engaging in some deceptive behaviors. So perhaps there has been some deception in your relationships in the past, or not necessarily a past partner. Maybe some of you are still involved with this person, or this person's still in your life in some way. But I do see a releasing of this individual. So deception, someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So I feel as though one large theme of this month for you, Cappies, is releasing the ex. Releasing this energy of deception, releasing whoever caused this deception. I also have here the 2 cards of forgiving and learning and calling in your soulmate. So Cappies, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Also, with this calling in your soulmate card, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So I do believe that during the month of February, learning is going to be a major theme for you, and we'll discuss more about that as we move forward. This was the first card that I pulled here, this forgiving and learning card. So yes, learning is going to be a major theme here, as well as forgiving of perhaps yourself, forgiving of your partner. And we'll discuss more about that again as we move forward with this reading, more so once we get into the guidance. Nevertheless, this forgiving and this learning, this releasing, this healing the past is allowing you to call in your soulmate. So your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So what I'm getting from this, Cappies, is through your process of forgiving and learning, through your process of moving forward, you are, during the month of February, in a place where many of you may be somewhat of, to me, this speaks of like jumping timelines or shifting. So for many of you, it could be that your previous partner or whoever it is that caused this deception, whoever it is who you are releasing, up until now, this person may have still been tied to you energetically, or you may still have been tied to this person energetically. Nevertheless, during the month of February, there's going to be a shift in energy here. So it could be that for many of you Capricorns, through your actions, through your desire and willingness and actions toward moving forward, you are moving out of this connection with this person into something new. So there's a shift of energy going on here. Okay, so we'll talk more about that as we move forward with the reading here. Here's a little birdies right in front of me. Okay, so we'll move forward here and we'll talk about this energy more as we continue. So regarding our first prediction, I have here the cross, the letter, and the bouquet. The cross, the letter, and the bouquet. So Capricorns, before we get into what this could signify as an event, let's go ahead and talk about who this reading could be speaking of. So who this individual may be, who we may be romantically interested or involved with. And please keep in mind, this is a general reading. We're going to get into some very specific details here. So these very specific details may or may not resonate with your exact situation. Some of these details may resonate, some may not. All may resonate, none may resonate. Some of these details may even describe yourself as well. This is a general reading. And if these details that we're going to talk about that are very specific do not resonate with your situation or again yourself, please keep in mind this is a general reading and not every Capricorn is dating somebody who looks the exact same, and not every Capricorn is involved with somebody who looks the exact same. So if this does not resonate with you, this does not mean that this entire reading is not for you. This just means that you are dating someone who looks unique to this description. So if that is the case, just hold tight and we will get into what this signifies as an experience or as an event in just a moment. So who this could be speaking of, Cappies, with this cross, letter, and bouquet card. Immediately, I am seeing somebody who is very attractive, somebody who is very good looking. This person may be photogenic. This person may be cute, very well put together, or this could just be your lovely self. I'm sure some of you guys are like, yeah, that's just me actually. So somebody here who is very beautiful. The bouquet card rules beauty. So this is somebody again who's very attractive, very well put together, good looking, nice smile. In some cases, this can be somebody with lush hair, somebody who is very physically attractive. And I am seeing somebody here who could be more on the slender side. I'm seeing more on the thin or smaller or slender side, but perhaps with broad shoulders with this cross card. This could be somebody with straight posture. This could be somebody with a delicate build even. This could be somebody who perhaps just has some kind of fine bones, delicate build. They just appear delicate or frail in some way. For some of you, this is going to be somebody who is larger in stature than yourself, or someone who is older than yourself. And for many of you, I'm seeing an eye color here of colored eyes. So this is in particular blue, green, or gray. Now, for some of you, this could be somebody, depending on your situation, somebody who is maybe on the more thin side. This can go different ways now. Let's say this. This can be somebody who's more on the thin side, but with some curves. In particular, bottom curves, somebody with curves. Or this could be somebody who is heavy set, but not necessarily overweight. Big, but not overweight. So because this is a general reading, this is going to go in different ways regarding the body structure. But again, I do see somebody here who is Likely very, very attractive, very cute, good looking, well put together, photogenic, nice smile, broad shoulders with this delicate build here. Okay, so the first thing that I'm noticing here is I do have 1 club here and 2 spades with these 2 cards here. And this is overall speaking of a positive spread. Because in the Lenormand, the spades is the most positive suit in the deck. And what I can see here for many of you Cappies is during the month of February, either there will be a lack of communication with this partner who, again, you may be releasing. So it appears as though there may be a lack of communication, no communication with this person. Maybe you and this person corresponded mainly through written word, through text, through emails, through social media. This can just be speaking of communication in general. Normally the letter speaks of written communication, but this can be speaking of communication in general. So I feel as though there's going to be either a lack of communication with this partner, or there could be some challenging communication with this partner. Now, what I'm also picking up here is, for some of you, you could be learning about, because again, we did get that theme of learning. So this could be speaking of you reading, learning about, for some of you, narcissism. So that I am picking up very strongly, because this bouquet card, yes, can signify beauty, but in some cases, especially in this instance, this could be speaking of narcissism. So many of you during the month of February may be taking the time to read about narcissism, as some of you may have been in a relationship with someone who possesses those traits. So let's see if there's anything else I can get from here. Yes. Again, this could either be speaking of burdens or challenges regarding communicating with somebody, with this romantic interest that you are releasing, this romantic interest who has caused deception. Either burdens in communications, challenges in communications, absence of communication, or again, some of you may be taking a moment to learn about narcissism in relationships. Okay. We will talk more about that again in just a moment. So for our second prediction, I have here gaining a lot of money, court, and high honors. Gaining a lot of money, court, and high honors. So this is very positive here with this gaining a lot of money and high honors card. So I do see balance, stability coming to your love life during February. I do see you gaining, again, stability, balance here. So if you had been experiencing some disarray or some confusion or imbalance in your love life, this will be regulating itself. This will be coming into balance during the month of February. Some of you may be raising your expectations. Some of you may be moving into a higher state of love when it comes to your love life through this learning. through making different decisions. But overall, again, I do have a very positive outcome here. This is love going to a new level. This is the light shining in where there was darkness. So if you have been experiencing darkness in your relationship due to false masks, know that the light is going to be shining in. Some of you may be raising your standards as well when it comes to love. Your love life in some way is going to be elevating during the month of February. So this will be different for all of you, of course, because this is a general reading. Nevertheless, in your own unique ways, your love lives will be elevating. And again, you're going to be gaining the benefit of balance and stability in your love life. And what I just heard in my inner ear was long term. So some of you may be gaining more long-term stability in your love life. Again, perhaps due to learning. Now, let's go ahead and get into our guidance, and then we'll get into our fortune here in our postcard from Spirit. So I have here the card of New Home. I did ask my guides which of my mini decks, which one I should use for your guidance, and it chose one of mine. My guides, your guides chose one of my fairy decks here. So moving is a step in the right direction for you. So some of you may be moving your home. You may be moving to a new place, or you may have just moved to a new place, or considering moving to a new place. Or some of you are again moving in a new direction when it comes to your love life, when it comes to your romantic interests, your romantic partners, your romantic practices. So this could be finding a new home regarding your dwelling, or this could be signifying finding a new home within your love life, within yourself, a new energy. So in some way, moving is going to be a step in the right direction for you. I do have here the card of do some research. You need more information about this situation. Look into it further before proceeding. So again, we have here learning. We have here doing research. So what I'm getting from this, Cappies, is for some of you, again, it could be useful to learn about the underlying currents, the underlying energies in this connection. The underlying energies. For example, if you find yourself in unhealthy or challenging relationships, do some research on why is this happening. Because, I have news for you all, when we find ourselves in these types of relationships, it is not the other person, or it is not our partners that is the problem. The common thread amongst the relationships, if we've had a string of challenging relationships, the common thread is ourselves. So what are we doing to put ourselves in these relationships? What are we doing to attract these partners to ourselves? And this is not meant for us to bring judgment upon ourselves or blame ourselves. This is so during the month of February, we can take an honest look, an honest inventory at our actions, or an honest look at inventory of our actions, our behaviors. What's going on internally that's causing us to attract these unhealthy relationships or these partners who do not provide us with the love, the care that we deserve. So again, for some of you, it could be useful to look up narcissism, especially if you have no idea what that is in relationships and you've had a string of challenging relationships. I do highly recommend looking that up. And let's see, different channels that you can use on YouTube, or different people that you can look up. There's Kim Saeed, Kim S-A-E-D, I believe, and Angie Atkinson. Angie Atkinson, I believe that's her last name. These are two useful channels that you can use to look up more about this. And this may shine some light on your previous partners and the occurrences that happen in your unhealthy or your challenging relationships. This could be very, very useful, as gaining this knowledge can create a shift to where these types of relationships no longer come about in our lives, because now we know what to look for. Now we understand why these relationships found us, because the people who we bring in and out of our lives, the people who we bring into our lives, are really a reflection of ourselves. Our relationships, our connections are a reflection of ourselves. So if we are in unhealthy relationships, if we find ourselves with partners who do not, again, provide us with the love, the encouragement, the fulfillment, whatever it is, you know, that we're seeking from them, whatever it is that we want from them, this could be because there's something that we need to be giving to ourselves. There's something lacking there. So it could also be useful to look up things such as codependency. Look at the underlying reason for the challenge in relationships. You need more information about this situation. Look into it further before proceeding. So it may be useful during the month of February to do some research. Look at the underlying reason for our challenging relationships. Look for the underlying reason as to why this occurs or why this has occurred. For example, you know, if we're in a relationship where we are allowing deception, or we're allowing someone to treat us unfairly or treat us unkindly, this may be because we do not have enough self-love within ourselves to say that, no, this situation, this relationship, this behavior is unacceptable. But again, we're going to be raising our standards, so that's wonderful. Taking love to a new level. Goodbye to the old, hello to the new. So yes, we are going to find a new home in love by learning, reflecting on the past in order to move forward with new awareness, with heightened awareness. And we're able to say goodbye to that old energy in relationships and hello to new relationships. Hello to that new home, whether that be a physical dwelling or a new home within ourselves, within our love lives. You finished one part of your life, and now a new and even better part is beginning. So there's new energy coming as we learn, as we release and heal the past. That's allowing us to, again, accept more love and experience more love in our present moments. So for our fortune here, Cappies, I do have here the card of fire. Reckless actions lead to conflict. So to me, this is speaking of this individual here. So it could be that this person's actions lead to some kind of conflict this month. Or it could be that we're understanding more so the reason for this person's reckless actions and the conflict in our relationships. And during the month of February, there's going to be triumph over adversity. You'll be able to triumph over whatever challenges this relationship has brought you, this situation has brought you, the person who it's time to clear, the energy that's ready to be cleared from your life. There's going to be triumph over that. So you will ultimately be successful in matters of love. And like the Phoenix rising, Cappies, be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. So you will be rising. You will be renewed. You will triumph over any past energies. You will, like the Phoenix rising, triumph over this conflict. You will triumph over this deception. You will come out on top in this situation. But again, during the month of February, it's very essential to take some time to learn and understand the hidden dynamics, the underlying dynamics of your love life, of your past relationships, in order to do something new. And that is going to allow you to bring in a new soulmate. So once you understand these dynamics, once you understand more about the situation, you will be able to proceed and call in your new soulmate. But there must be an energetic release, of this past, of this ex. And once this energetic release has happened, that's going to build a void. That's going to create a void for spirit, God, universe, your higher power to fill with something much more beneficial, something much more beautiful, something that speaks of true love and fulfillment to you. So let's go ahead and go into your postcard from Spirit. Dearest Capricorn, we're a chatty bunch over here, always talking about how to support you in your life's journey. We communicate to you through the language of oracles, dreams, signs, metaphors, and omens. In your life on earth, however, clarity in your communication is essential to being understood. You don't speak in symbols, and if you did, Capricorn, you would definitely confuse things. Right now, you're facing a situation in which you are being asked to have integrity, be clear, and learn how to ask for your needs to be met. The first step is to admit out loud that you have needs. The second is to ask out loud for them to be met. And the third is to allow the other person, organization, or even us, spirit guide, universe, your higher power, your spiritual support team, to answer you. When you follow these steps, you can most definitely expect an answer. In your favor, affirmative, we say. Loving you so very much. Alrighty, my lovely, lovely Capricorn friends. So these are the messages that I have for you regarding your love and romantic relationships for February 2019. Go ahead and thumbs up, like this reading if the messages resonate with you. Comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. And if you would like to book a reading with me, go ahead and do so at my website, powerlifehypnosis.com, or you can book a reading with me now. Links are in the description box below. Contact me on Instant Go as well. So I'm wishing you guys so much luck. I am sending you all so much love and so much light. And I look forward to seeing you here again very, very soon. Thank you so much for your patience with me getting these readings out to you. I was moving. Now that I'm all settled, we are going to go back in with the mid-monthly readings starting next week. So I thank you guys again. Again, subscribe if you have not done so already so we can check back in to your situation in February. I love you all, and I look very forward to seeing you guys here again soon. Mwah. Bye, Cappies.